is about to sue Steve Smith for $100,000 for smashing his wife. I mean, is he going out like a sucker? I mean, that's kind of crazy that, like, I'm gonna sue you for smashing, but it's like, that's 100 bands though, so it's kind of like, is he going? I don't know. Let's listen to.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? If she was married. You're not a man, you're Steve Smith Sr. What kind was that? Why are you quiet, man? Be a man.
Carolina Panthers wide receiver and current analyst Steve Smith Sr. is now facing a legal battle. It comes months after a man accused the five-time Pro Bowler on social media of having an affair with his wife, who was a member of the Baltimore Ravens marching band at the time. The lawsuit filed in Mecklenburg County Superior Court is seeking more than $100,000 in damages under an obscure state law known as the alienation of affection. So joining us now to break down what this all means is our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes. Alienation of affection. That's not a term that we hear a lot.
Yeah, you don't hear it a lot, but in law school, this is one that got a lot of laughs in the classroom. You start talking about, wait, there's a law where you can bring a lawsuit against someone. It's a tort. This is like, for a negligence claim, is, breach to duty, causation, and damages. Well, this is the exact same way. It has its elements, and it's not a criminal action. It's a civil action. So this person is seeking money. What you're attempting to say is, was there a valid marriage? That's how you have to prove it. Okay, these folks were clearly married. Did it create some alienation? Did they have that genuine affection for one another? So if a person or two people were separated, living in a house together, they get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and they start dating, well, you can't have this type of claim because we were separated. We had no genuine affection. And like, this is really trying to get into the weeds and be able to show, was there a relationship, and have you come and broken up this marital relationship? This is a contract. So now you've come in and you've breached this contract that these two people have come together and taken in the courts. And so because you've breached that, we'll give them a legal remedy on how to fix your breach. The other option would be for the person to take it in his own hands and say, okay, I'm going to go after this other person. Well, in society, we don't want that to happen. And so when the drafters of our laws created this, it's like, well, how do we avoid this confrontation? You can have a confrontation in court. That's the clearest way that you can have this one playing out.
So proving feelings, proving there was love or affection in this marriage, does they also have to prove that the third party had malicious intent or had any kind of objective?
This is crazy, but you can sue. You can sue, boy. Hey, y'all gonna be able to be careful now. All y'all do is smashing dudes' wives, and y'all gonna have to be careful now, especially if y'all got a little bit of money. You know them phones and everything, hold everything.
You can't just have to prove that it
can't even cheat in peace no more.
Other person. And so if you can prove that I had a valid marriage, if you can prove that we had some genuine affection, and now you've inserted your person as this third party, third wheel to our two-wheel bicycle. Now, at the end of the day, now you have opened up yourself for liability. Now I have to just prove that I have been alienated. Now I am the third person on the outside looking in, and because I'm on the outside, you owe me something for that. Typically, that something is money.
Does that third party have to be someone who is also seeking some kind of romantic entanglement here? Or if someone's mom says, I think your husband's a bum, could they then go sue and say you alienated her affections?
No, it has to be more where there has to be an intimate relationship where they have now made that relationship diminish. So in your scenario, you're saying that person just made a negative comment about the spouse. Now the spouse no longer likes or looks at them. No, there has to be some intimate. These are really called these heart bomb statutes where it's based on love and it's based on that relationship that's being deteriorated because of some other relationship, like adultery or something like that. That's the vein that this is in.
In these prior cases, this can be very costly. We're talking millions of dollars.
It can go from zero to millions, and typically the millions is when it has a big name connected to it. You got it.
Shannon Sharp.
You have someone that's able to have not just their financial backing, but the luster of being a superstar, to being somebody of a celebrity. So now that celebrity status portion is pulling them away and is alienating them even faster. So if you may have been alienated and their affection may have been drawn by an average person, now this superstar, this celebrity has done it quicker. Now you're in the era where you have all the data that you can bring and show, hey, you're back and forth. Conversations are salacious at best, and so now
nasty
show this to the court and say, how can I go back for this relationship after that?
Right, and the last time.
Hey man, look, Steve Smith is about to get sued for $100,000 for smashing a dude's wife. Hey, is he right? Is he wrong? I mean, we could say, man, you a sucker, man. You a sucker for doing that. I can't believe you told a dude for smash. But look, I'm about to get a divorce, so I mean, I'm probably gonna need a little bit of money. So Steve Smith, help me pay for this divorce. I'm about to have to get a divorce. I'm about to have to get one. They stuff was salacious. She was all out foul. They had 6 kids together, bro. Like, they had 6 kids together. They had a 6-piece together. You know what I'm saying? He gotta get a divorce. That's just, you know what I mean? And we don't know what he was doing to her. We don't know, but still 6 kids. And then the stuff she was doing in the text messages. Oh my God. That's how it be happening. You know, we living in a place where people playing musical chairs with their heart anyway. Relationships is just not what they used to be. It's a competition. It's a source of frustration. They just not what they used to be. And this is just another one of the crazy chronicles between 2 people. You know what I'm saying? But suing somebody, that boy pulling a UMG over, that boy pulling a Drake UMG over his wife getting smacked. Hey, man, hey. It's 2025, man. So now, hey, if you catch her, get you a lawyer, see if you can get, we gonna see how this play out.